What up, world? First and foremost, I want to say Uncle Job Snapple, Tuapo, and Black Integrity. You already know how we getting in. This is your brother in Google. Now you see all Ray and M. You tune in once again to R&M RBG TV family. You do know that we do keep it G. Raw and uncut common sense for the common people, dealing with the common issues, trying to seek some common solutions. And of course, you've been welcoming me by now. You already know what I'm bringing to the table, at least what I'm offering to the table for us to all utilize. That is black love, because family, you know black love is the cure for the black nation, so let's get it. What we're going to talk about today, I've come up with the topic of the immortal life of the black woman. First and foremost, Denzel, what up, family? First and foremost, you already know how we do. You know, let the bless up the place, let folks come on in. So with that being said, run a rhythm, Burning Spears, step forward. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Haru, what up? Share the link around, let folks know we here. We going in a few songs. Just gonna bless up the place real quick. For sure. Sky, what's going on, family? Just trying to share it around a little bit. It's going to be a good discussion, family. Something for all of us.
When you wake and see the light, hear him without any apologies. Hear his imperial majesty. You hear him. El Jastafari. El Jastafari. La 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 la, yeah. Oh, God bless.
All right.
Black like a tar. Black, I'm proud you have to know who you are. Black like a tar. Africa is the motherland, big up every black superstar. Black like a tar. Black,
Tell a friend, tell a friend.
you have to know who you are. Black like a tar. Africa is the motherland, you have to know who you are. Them say, when you see black bus, you feel turn back. Them say, nothing good never come out of black. They crack us what? I say him too black. But my complexion, me say me know it. I'm proud to be black. I'm a black to be proud. Marcus Garvey lead out 10 million black. I'm black to be proud. I'm proud to be black. Say if you with me, won't you shout it out loud? Boy, black like a tar. Black, I'm proud you have to know who you are. Black like a tar. Africa is the motherland, big up every black superstar. Black like a tar. Black, I'm proud you have to know who you are.
Like I said, tell a friend, tell a friend.
Like a tar. Africa is the motherland, big up every black superstar.
Listen to this.
Lava at a fire burn. Don't know.
You already know we going to have a call-in number later on, so be ready for that. So we're rolling, you know.
Anyway, sure. Getting ready for the liberation, yo. Liberate yourself and educate someone, yo. Victory comes with unification. Not until we see ourselves as Ethiopians, yeah. Pay the price without no hesitation, yeah. Sacrifice to make a better nation, wow. If violence is your only demonstration, then use it on dirty Babylon. My youth, stay focused, stand firm, don't be anxious, stand firm, be instructed, stand firm.
Cause liberation is my only concern. Ghetto people, be courageous.
Stand firm, be a warrior. Stand firm, break the barriers. Stand firm, cause liberation is my only concern. Hey, hey.
All right. Once again, family, I want to say Uncle Jobson, Apple, Tuapa, and Black Integrity to the family out there that's tuning in, and to the family that will be tuning in later on. Right now, we're going to have a discussion on what I've given the title of The Immortal Life of the Black Woman. Now, let me set my premise real quick. This is coming based off of the recent film that was on HBO recently, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. For those who have not seen it, check your latest listens or whatever. Tune into that. You want to see that. That movie is ill. It's on point. Trust me when I tell you. You want to check that out. So my premise is, like I said, that's my foundation. I got it from that. And what I want to do is, I don't want to have, per se, a scientific conversation, because that's not my lane. I'm not no scientist or whatever the case may be. Big up to the scientist dubs that's playing in the background. But nonetheless, that's not my lane. But what I want to do is I want to tie it in to the whole restoration of the black family, if you will. You already know that's my lane right there, dealing with black family, putting the relationships back together. So what I want to do is I want to kind of direct this topic primarily to my brothers, because it's about my sisters, it's about our sisters, but it's pretty much for all of us at large, right? Now, the reason why I'm directing this at the sisters, to the brothers, is this. We got to realize, just like I said before, every sister is not the right one, every brother ain't the right one, but at the end of the day, we got to be able to realize who is who, what's what, so we can cherish and move forward. You feel what I'm saying? Take the lessons that we say we learn out here, whatever, apply it, make move, make life, etc., etc., etc. Jay, what's up, sis? I see you in there. So let's break down a quick little overall information about Sister Henrietta, right? She was born Loretta Pleasant. How she got the name of Lax, nobody really knows. Or the name of Henrietta, rather. That's pretty much a mystery. She was, her birth name, nonetheless, was Loretta Pleasant. Born August 1st, 1920, Roanoke, Virginia. She died October 4th, 1951, right? In Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore County, to be exact. She was the mother of 6 children. And when you see the movie on TV, the child that's actually narrating or, giving you the inside scoop, nonetheless, that daughter was Deborah Lax. And eventually her last name changed to Pullum when she got married, of course. Excuse me. When she had just finished giving birth to her last child, or her 5th child, I believe. I believe it was her 5th child, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll go back and do the information. You can look this up yourself too. Long story short, once she had finished giving birth to one of her last children or whatever, she she noticed that she had a lump around her womb area. Got it tested out. Come to find out, after a whole bunch of different tests, this, that, and third, she ended up having a cancerous situation going on down there. I forgot the name of the exact cancer. Again, that's not my lane. You can look this up for yourself, and you get all that information, boom, bang, and go from there. It wasn't a fibroid. It was something in that area, but the name of the disease starts with an A. I can't pronounce the shit, so forgive me. But like I said, look it up. You can probably help me out with that too, sis. She had a biopsy done at Johns Hopkins, which is a big old experiment place, if you will. For those who know about that institution, yeah, it has, a good name, if you will, but they do a lot of experiments in that place. Trust, do your homework, you'll see what I'm talking about. She was one of those experiments, unfortunately. Once they did the biopsy in 1951, this is pretty much the year that she died. Like I said, she died in October 51, but she had a biopsy done in January 1 to be exact, if I remember correctly. They noticed that her cells, like I said, her cells were cancerous, but they noticed something that was different from her cells versus a lot of people's cells. Her cells was reproducing, even in a cancerous state, very rapidly. even in the disease state that her cells were in, because they took 2 different samples. They took a non-cancerous cell, a regular normalized cell, or whatever, and then they took one of the affected cells, one of the cancerous cells. When they saw both of them, the normal cells were doing what they're supposed to do, acting, performing, no problem. The expectation that they had for the cancerous cells was the total opposite. Instead of dying off pretty much immediately, it multiplied way rapider, way more faster than they could imagine that they actually could keep up with, which actually gave them actually that was kind of a gift and a curse. It was a gift because they see basically the beauty of black genes. You already know we got that ill gene, that ill genetics. Can't run from it. But then the curse was because they use it for their advantage. You already know how these scientists and these white coats, they love trying to play God, for the lack of a better phrase. This is where all your different experiments, your different vaccines, and this, that, and the third. But before we get to that, they renamed her cell. Instead of putting her name on it, Henrietta Lacks. They just shortened it up, HeLa, HeLa, right? Now, a little bit after they renamed the cell over to the HeLa cell, whatever. They actually accredited it. They did not want to accredit it, of course, to a sister. They didn't want to accredit it to black people, period, because, of course, that cell's something too powerful. They don't want to accredit that to us because that's basically saying, admitting who we are in public at that. In their medical journals, a whole lot. They did not want to do that. So what they did was they basically found a cop-out, if you will, a little white lady by the name of Helen Lane. They attributed it to her. I'm not sure if they found this lady or they basically just created this whole persona up just to attribute it to that. Or misattribute it, not give it to Sister Lacks, Mother Lacks. So nonetheless, the HeLa cell was named after Helen Lane, Henrietta Lacks. We already know what it is, and by this time they're doing all their different experiments. They coming up with these different vaccines. For example, they came up with a vaccine for polio, or whatever, if I'm not mistaken, or whatever, based off of using her cell. Granted, it was a cancerous cell nonetheless, but they used it to an advantage. Now, mind you, they took a bad and made it good, if you will, for the lack of a better phrase. Don't lose me. But over time, the family never knew about her. Her family, her children, her husband, mother, father. Of course, her mother, father had already transitioned or whatever, but nonetheless, her children, grandchildren, they did not know about any of this stuff until about 1975. Mind you, Sister Lacks died in 1951. They did the biopsy 1951. You do the math. 1951, 1975. That's it right there, sis. That's it right there. That's the name of it. I can't pronounce it, but that's the name of the actual cancer that she had. Yeah. So here's what I want to basically say is this. If in the medical world, right? Of course, you already know, like I always tell you before, study your enemy because they study you, right? Study your adversary because they study you. Think about this, family. They've got us down to the genetic structure. This is how long they've been paying attention to black people all across this planet. But of course, I'm talking about America. 3Ks, don't get it twisted. Right here, right? They got us mapped out to the genetic structure. What our genes could do, what they can't do, etc., etc., etc. This is why they actually make the maneuvers that they make. Genetic annihilation is what they feared. Big up to Big Mama Consciousness, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. May you rest well. She's the one that pretty much introduced us to that one right there. Genetic annihilation. They fear that. So they got to do anything possible, genetic-wise, to infuse theirs, big themselves up, no matter whose expense. And of course, during these times, case in point with the Tuskegee experiments and a whole bunch of other stuff, whatever, we were always the expense. They paid that, no problem. During the time of this, basically 1951 to 1975 period, whatever, her cells, her genes were pretty much freelanced to different medical institutions across America. This one, that one, this one, that one. Whoever heard about it, they wanted it, they got it. Pretty much, I want to say free of charge, but at the beginning, yeah, they were just giving it away. They were just giving her stuff away. That's how powerful it was. Everybody wanted to get their hands on it, right? Again, we're talking about the black woman here. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. And of course, you already know, eventually big business step in, the pharmaceutical companies come in, you already know. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Revenue. Again, at our expense. Mama Lacks' expense. So, that's pretty much that. That's pretty much my premise. Again, family, I encourage you all, whatever, when you see it on your TV, if you look it up on YouTube, whatever, check the joint out. It should touch you, pause. Because I ain't gonna front. It moved me. I was on the edge of my seat watching it last night. Like, yo, this is crazy. This is really crazy. Pretty much, yes. Pretty much, Jade, yes. Pretty much. Again, her family never knew about it until 1975. So of course, you think about it. You think they ain't raised hell? Shit. But they did these big, these big companies and these big wigs, whatever. They did everything they could to shut them down. But of course, you already know the story came out. Hence, I'm talking about it now. Let's bring it up to speed, brothers. Peep game. Because like I said, this is for you, but granted, this is for the family at large. But this is for you. Matter of fact, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick little break because when I get back, I want to talk to the brothers. I want to go straight into it. So with that being said, let me find the next rhythm. You know how we do. You know how we do. All in together now. On and on and on. Keeping the rhythms rocking and rolling. So, Barry to Levy. Brothers, you up next. Tell a friend, we still here.
I never seen no black roses in no other garden. So you see, something special is in my garden.
Something special.
Garden, black roses in my garden. Black roses in my garden. Seeing, to keep them carried, you've got to water it. Seeing,
that's that black woman, yo. That black rose.
Keep and carry, you've got to water it.
Keep and carry, yo.
See, something special is in my garden. Garden, black rosy is in my garden. Black rosy is in my garden.
Here it is. We talk about the moms today, right? The sisters today, right? The black women today, right? Vibe out with me. Vibe out with me. Vibe out with me. To all the sisters in the world, Miss Sad. Big up the fathers too. Listen.
Yes to me, my mommy, she works more than money.
That's right.
Yes to me, my mommy, she works more than money. I said the milk of her teeth, sweeter than honey. Yeah, I said to me.
Let him pull up, Mr. Junior. We gotta pull that from the top. Respect due. Hey. Like I said, to all the sisters in the world, singles. Jaja know me love. Yes to me.
My mommy, she works more than money.
That's right.
Yes to me. My mommy, she works more than money. I said the milk of her teeth, sweeter than honey. Yeah, I said to me, Daddy, he works more than love. That's how we love, Dada.
All right. Yes, Mr. Junior, we respect due to all the mothers out there, to all the sisters out there, all the black women out the road. Respect due. Bruhz, like I said, you up next, right? I'm talking to y'all now. Like I said, we are talking on the topic of the immortal life of the black woman, right? Now, as you can see, just on a genetic level, right? You see just on a genetic level just how powerful sisters are, right? Of course, you could go back dealing with the whole mitochondria, DNA, and all that other stuff, dealing with the history and anthropology, that if that's your lane, study it, you'll see, once again, another lane, big up to the sisters. But bring it up to speed, right? When it comes to healing these relationships, right? bruhz, 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 bruhz. You better treat that woman right. You better treat that sister right, because at the end of the day, you was born from a black woman. So at the end of the day, put it this way. This is just me personally, right? When I see a sister in the street, hell, when I look at my wife, before she was my wife, right? I was looking for qualities that I could see, that I found, you know what I'm saying, little pieces here and there, whatever, from my mom. Because at the end of the day, that's your first example of what a woman is. That's your first example of interacting with women is, dealing with your mother. You understand? So with that being said, if you have a nice, sweet relationship, whatever, you know what I'm saying, a mutual loving vibe, whatever, from mother to son or whatever, that you got going on with you and your mom, you want to honor that, you want to protect that, you want to secure that. So with that being said, it's also the same thing when you dealing with your sisters on a, you know what I'm saying, on a relationship level. You want to protect that, you want to defend that, you want to honor that. But at the end of the day, like I always say, there must be something that is present to be protected and defended, right? So sisters, that's a check for y'all. But nonetheless, we're not really dealing with the sisters right now. I'm talking to the bruhz. Listen, I know society is what it is. I know the media does what it does. You hear what you hear. You see what you see. Whatever. Okay. It's time for y'all to man the hell up, for real, for real. Man up, stand up, and level up, for real. Because at the end of the day, beginning of the day, all through the day, you see what attention and vibes that you're getting from your sisters right now. You don't like it. You do not like it. But that's a result and a reflection based off of the vibe that you give towards them. She is what she is because you are what you are in these times, right? If the outside world, any and everybody can find, or at least give the presentation of finding the beauty, finding the admiration, and all this other stuff within our sisters, but we can't, and we're the direct reflection of our sisters, something's wrong. That says a lot, family. Granted, yes, we know we're talking about conditioning and this, that, and third, but we're in the realm of breaking away from certain conditions. So it's time that we take accountability and own up and respond to that, you know what I'm saying, to that ability, which is to defend, protect, honor, and secure. That's just what men do. That's what our nature is, by, you know what I'm saying? That's how we are. Now, if you want to relinquish that nature or whatever, that's something I can't handle. I can't deal with that. I can't even speak on that. That's a whole nother line. You go that way. But dealing with the sisters, right? You better find somewhere deep down in your soul from the beginning, dealing with a man, that vision to be able to see the beauty, if you will. When I talk about beauty, I'm not just talking about looks on the outside. I'm talking about the inner person. Again, this sister's cells was multiplying and sustaining on a grand scale level. So if that's the case, just think about what our sisters can do in real time. Not just dealing with genetics, whatever. I'm talking about as far as dealing with these institutions, dealing with these babies, dealing with our relationships, etc., etc., etc. Think about it. If they're given the proper motivation, if they're given the proper platform, they're given the proper defense, and so on and so on and so on, provisions, etc. Think about where they can go. This is why I always say the might of the nation rests within the women. The defense of the nation rests within the men. The legacy of the nation rests within the youth. I'm going to say that again. The might of the nation rests within the woman. Anytime a nation or a people is overrun or conquered or whatever, what's the first thing that they go for? They aim for the woman. Now, granted, in order to get to the woman, they got to get to the men. So, of course, this is where your defense game got to be on point. Mentally, verbally, physically, emotionally, all that. You got to be on point, ready to defend, repel, and even offend if necessary. Push forward. Don't always react. You feel what I'm saying? Act. Don't always react, but act with a clear head. At the end of the day, brothers, you know what you're supposed to do. We pretty much had this conversation time and time again, over and over and over again. It's pretty much like talking to a brick wall now, dealing with the sisters, dealing with healing our relationships. We gotta close the gap. Again, like I said, I gave that example before, whatever. We're here, man, woman, we're supposed to be here, but the way things are going, we're going here, further and further away. Meanwhile, we can't communicate. We're yelling across the board. You see, we're yelling. This is what we do. We need to come home and communicate, come home and talk, come home and build. Realize the might that we have within each other. Realize the defense that we have, and the response and capabilities that we have dealing with each other. Realize who we are dealing with each other just by saying who you are on an individual level. Take that gut check, like I always say, man. Brothers, you come from a black woman. So to hear and see the things that I see, hear on a day-to-day basis is disgusting. You wouldn't dare tell your mother personally that, but she'll say it, of course, on social media, the keyboard killers. You already know how y'all give it up. Y'all press record on these videos, whatever, and y'all go crazy. But, of course, your mother has no recollection of this because you're not going to do that. You feel what I'm saying? At least be real with it. I'm not encouraging you to do it, but be genuine. Because at the end of the day, you know your genuine innate capabilities is to defend and protect your mother. So with that being said, why would you not do that with other sisters out in the street? From the ones that you're dealing with in your home, for the ones that you see on the street. At the end of the day, every sister is supposed to be a reflection of your mother. That's the way I look at it. I don't care how you want to call it. Good standing, bad standing, mediocre standing. That's still a reflection of your mom because at the end of the day, you was born from a black woman. Period, point blank. You cannot run away from that. So honor that, man. Because think again, like I said, when she's properly motivated, when she's properly taken care of and defended and provided for, man, yo, the things that she can inspire within you, black man, is off the charts, man. Think about it. You inspire her to inspire you. Look at it that way. If you want to be selfish, I don't mean to say it like that, you know, for the lack of a better phrase or whatever, but just follow me. Just follow the concept or whatever. Be selfish. What you give to her, you're going to return. You're going to get in return. So at the end of the day, you know you're looking for a good return. Put something good out there. Make a good deposit, fellas. DJ Gambler, what up, family? Make a good deposit. You can't get a withdrawal if you ain't make no deposit. If you're not properly motivated, you're not properly standing on your square as a man, you think that woman, you think that sister's going to be an upstanding sister for you? You think she's going to provide the attention that you're looking for, meet your needs and so on and so on and so on? Ain't going to happen. She's going to get the total opposite and give you a headache in the process, and you're going to have something to cry about, something to complain about. Then next thing you know, she's going to be this, that, and the third. Then you're going to be this, that, and the third, and so on and so on. You know how the thing goes, man. You know how the game is played. This ain't nothing new. I'm throwing a number in there real quick because I want to talk to y'all, man. I want somebody calling. You know how we get it in. Especially if you've seen the movie, hit me up. Tell me your thoughts. And even if you haven't seen the movie, hit me up. Tell me your thoughts. There it is. The number's right there. Call on in. Again, we're talking about the immortal life of the black woman. When that woman is in good standards, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, the things that can be produced from our people. What movie? The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. It's a HBO special that's going on right now. It just came out, I think I want to say, on Saturday? Something like that? Friday or Saturday or whatever. But I caught it last night, though. But again, we're talking about the immortal life of the black woman, man. When she's properly in her right mind, right state of mind, on her right level, it reflects in everybody. Everybody. Now, we talking about we was the first here. We going to be the last, this, that, and the third. All right, cool. If we was the first, that is what it is. That's over and done with. That's gone. But we here right now. Now, of course, genetically, whatever, we do have the potential to proceed and sustain on and on and on and on. But if we talk about consciousness and the state of mind, how are you gonna? What's the point? If we talk about consciousness and state of mind, right, and being here forever and this, that, and third, what's the point of remaining physically or whatever if you're freaking brain dead? And a lot of that brain deadness or whatever comes by way of birthing, and not for nothing, and that she can only birth that if you plant that type of negative seed. So again, it starts with you, black man. It starts with you, black woman. But it ends with the children. The reflection is in the children. That's the nation right there. We always talk about this nationhood shit all the goddamn time, man. Like I said, I know I'm jumping around. I know it seems kind of choppy, whatever, but come on, be real, family. How many times are we going to have the same conversation, man? Bruhz, how many times do I have to say the same thing till you finally get it, man? You hear the lessons. And these not even lessons. I'm not no teacher. Like I said, I'm just a breath from around the way talking some things that I hear every day, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when is this shit going to be applied, fam? When is it going to be applied? And for the most part, I'm really talking to you conscious Negroes, whatever, because y'all the ones that's really going at it the most. It's not even in the brothers and sisters in the street. You kind of expect that for them because it is what it is. You see the conditions that we live in the neighborhoods where we at. But at the end of the day, the real confrontation between the brothers and the sisters coming from you conscious mofos. The ones who think y'all know everything because you read half a paragraph in one book that you put right down the next day. Joking. But you catch my point. Apply it or leave it alone. Because at the end of the day, like I always say, you see your competition in your neighborhoods, you see your competition around the world. They playing the game to win. And they're winning. And they're using you, us, we, to help them win. All because the bruhz refuse to talk to the sisters. The sisters refuse to talk to the bruhz. I'm talking genuine communication because you already know communication produces vibrations. Vibrations produces interaction. Interaction produces family and so on and so on and so on and so on. We don't know how to interact unless we're in the bedroom. That's primitive, man. We gotta think big, man. Start small, but think big. Think about her cells, man. Her cells were tiny little microorganisms, whatever, right? But they did big works. They did big wonders, man. Now, were her cells inspired? I can't answer that question. I don't know. I don't know the answer behind that. But at the end of the day, brothers, all I'm saying is this. For you to get what you're looking for from her, inspire her. Inspire her. Be there. Talk to her. Comfort her. This, that, and that. I ain't trying to give you the romance story, but nonetheless, I'm trying to tell you some shit that men do. This is what men do. This is what men do. Because not for nothing, this is what women respect. Boys do other shit. And you get little girls. This is man shit. I'm trying to talk to the bruhz, man, on some man shit. Inspire that woman so she can inspire you so you can do what you gotta do. I know Haru gonna call in. I don't know. Well, folks be nervous to call in, but Haru, I can always count on you, fam. I can always count on you. If you want to put in that term, Black Earth Moon, whatever, if you want to put in that term, be God to her, cool. I even give you that. Be God to her. So she can be God or God is back to you. It's a give and take, man. You can't always just want to take. At the end of the day, just like that bank account, man, you're going to overdraft. And you already know you overdraft after too many times, whatever, they'll shut your account down. That's the end of your relationship. You get what I'm saying, family? You already know what it is. Take another quick little break. See if some folks want to call in. Take a quick little break. Run a quick little rhythm. John Mason, step forward.
All right, don't tell me no slackness.
Hit the rhythm.
Better you tell me about my blackness.
Hit the rhythm.
You can't stop this.
You can't stop this. But it's in the right state of mind, though.
Check it. All right. Look, I tell them, send me black, them send me too black, feed them. Look, I tell them, send me hot, them send me too hot, feed them. Me still a go sing that song up on them shop.
That's right, Jay. No slackness.
The blackness is set a trend. All right. Me tell them, send me black, them send me too black, feed them. Look, I tell them, oh me hot, them send me too hot, feed them. Me still a go sing that song up on them shop, feed them. I work with the blackness and set a trend. All right. Kushites. You know, see them, so me black. I'll keep bull and me no West Indian. No, me no Arawak. See them place, them take me from them, better bring me right back. Well, unfold, no one did some said them a bit black. Me love me blackness, me keep it intact. I'm blessing, purging them.
Well, all right. All right, MRBG TV, what up? What's happening? What's happening?
This is Ecker.
Say that again. One more time. Take your turn your volume down. Turn your volume down. Sis, turn your volume down. Turn your volume down. Yeah, you got a feedback in the background.
Alright.
What's going on? How's everything? How's your day going? How's everything?
It's going pretty good.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Our minds are not in the place where it should be.
Uh-huh.
And one of the reasons why our minds are not in the place that it should be is because we're taking in the wrong food. We're taking in mentally the wrong food.
Okay.
And we're taking in physically the wrong food.
Okay.
And in order to raise the consciousness, the body needs to be clean. The mental faculties need to be clean.
Mm-hmm.
And so we need to, kind of like get away from the bad foods mentally and physically in order to get that consciousness, raise it up in order to be able to do the things that we need to do. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Like, I know a lot of people, and this is pretty bad, but a lot of black people are addicted to porn. A lot of black people, eat a lot of fast food. Violent video games. Just what have you. A lot of negative food.
I can dig it.
And you can't expect the conscious rise when we're taking in savagery, not only in the things we take in mentally, but physically.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pork and all this other stuff that we ain't got no business eating. And then we try to raise, because I remember when I used to be a Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
When I was a Jehovah's Witness, we had no kind of dietary laws. We just, ate what you wanted to eat in moderation.
Okay.
That's not good stuff. You have to literally eat the right way. Everything is not meant to be eaten physically or mentally.
I could dig it. By chance, did you happen to catch the movie when it came out yet, or no?
What movie?
The Henrietta Lacks story that was on HBO. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. Who's that? Who's in that movie? Oprah Winfrey. She's in that movie. She's pretty much like the star in that movie, whatever. She played the daughter that narrated the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you get a chance, check it out. It's like I said, that's pretty much my reason for coming on this on today and speaking or whatever. Cause I really just thought it was ill. I thought it was real dope, or whatever. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. But as far as dealing with what I talk about with the brothers and the sisters, whatever. What's your thought on what I pretty much laid down, whatever. What's your ideas? What's your thoughts you want to put to the table? Speak to the bruhz right now. The floor is yours, sis.
Well, I'm being taught by a younger man right now, and I feel that a lot of us women, we need to humble ourselves to be able to take direction from the men, and to learn. If you got a man that's genuinely trying to help you,
Mm-hmm.
to be humble enough to take that direction, because I look at the black man as God.
Okay. Respect.
And with that responsibility, it's his responsibility to guide and to pretty much do the fighting in this nation that we have.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to follow his lead and support him. I don't think it's really the sisters. We put in a lot of work and we're there to support, and a lot of us out here, battling and stuff. But it's really the black man.
Mm-hmm.
That needs to take the lead for all those voices.
Yeah, the roles have definitely been switched. That's for damn sure. Things have definitely been switched around. That's for sure. But like I've been saying before, tell me if you see this before. Tell me if you see or you get this vibration. Like the brothers or whatever are starting to come around to their fullness, whatever, and be that man for the women that the sisters need, or whatever. Do you see that, or do you feel that, or what's your vibe with that, or do you see brothers just doing the same old bullshit on the day to day?
Well, I think it's half and half. Like I said before,
Okay.
I feel like the devils use tools to keep us, and I call it the sunken place.
Okay.
So many people are so caught up with the weed that they can't think straight. They're so caught up with sex. It's a tool. All these different things are tools. The sex, the weed, the materialism. Those are the three things that I think that have black people so in his grip that they can't see past anything. We can't rise if we still stuck on sex, materialism, and this the greed that we have. It's gotta get past those things.
Yeah, greed is a very bad one. Yes.
And those are tools that have been used effectively to keep us in bondage.
You're right. And Jay, to answer you, to respond to your comment, it ain't spooky. You're absolutely right. It is what you just say. It is distractions. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're right with the sisters going. Y'all hand in hand right now. That's a fact. You all good, Steve? You all good, Andy? You good?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's right. That's all distractions. A whole bunch of stuff out here just putting out place. You know what I'm saying? Right in our immediate eyesight, whatever, to completely deter us from each other. Because not for nothing. I mean, you see what's on the TV. You hear what's on the radio. Everything is saying, get away from her. Get away from him. Have sex though, but get away from each other as soon as you're finished. That's everything that's being said. That's all that's being said.
Yeah, it's very negative. And I grew up with I'm a little older than the rest of y'all, but I grew up with that same negativity, it was pushing all that during the 80s when I was in school. They pushed it in the 90s when I was in my 20s. And right now, I feel reborn.
Yeah.
My actual name now is Black Earth Nowborn. Because I feel like I have just come out of the womb and awakened from this deep sleep, and it's amazing to me because I had no clue what kind of brainwashing my mind was under.
Yeah.
And if I have come out of it after all these years, I know that other people can too.
Indeed. 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 Now just imagine, now watch that. That inspiration that you just set out right there, that you pretty much came into your own fullness right there. You was pretty much self-inspired, self-motivated, and that's a big ups. Now imagine, now I say I'm not saying just hypothetical right now, just a hypothetical situation, because I don't know the personal and I don't want to get into that right now. But hypothetically speaking, let's just say on a random day, whatever, you just met a bro, whatever, and he's also matching in that same fullness on himself, on his individual level. Y'all lock eyes or whatever the case may be, and so on from there. You feel what I'm saying? Now he's gonna inspire you, you're gonna inspire him, y'all inspire each other, all in together now. You dig?
Yeah.
Enough for nothing. Somebody said this before on my Facebook. I mentioned this in one of the last episodes I did or whatever. Everybody wants to always say talk nation this, nation that or whatever. But the first nation you should think of is imagination, and after that, inspiration. That's L right there. If you're not imagining something where you want to see yourself, and you're not inspired to go after it with that that vision or that thought that you had, game over.
Yeah.
Game over. So we gotta make sure that black woman is inspired, man, to do the right thing. Now she can be inspired to do some bullshit. We seen that. We see the result of that. Brothers, we contribute to that. We see how that looks. So we need to do the opposite of what we've been doing. Do the opposite of what we've been doing, so we can get the answers that we've been questioning. We can get the all the demands and requests that even the brothers have. Sisters, we know y'all line of work. Y'all got a lot of shit that y'all need to get done. Y'all gonna get it, no problem. But bruhs, y'all got your little silent whispers too. I hear y'all. Yeah, I hear you. But at the end of the day, are you qualified to even ask that question of her? Vice versa. Are you qualified to ask that question of him? Gut check.
Well, the guy that I'm currently talking to now, he is really, really he really put my faith back into the black man again.
That's what's up. And, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what's up.
For me, it was a lot of things I didn't even know at my age, and you got to understand, if I didn't know it at my age, how many young women don't know these things?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to be patient. You know, I'm trying to be humble and listen to his direction.
Yeah.
And, it's really, truly been just amazing journey for me.
That's what's up.
Out of the church knowing nothing. And where I'm at now, I can't even believe myself anymore.
That's what's up.
I've come so far.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I got to big that up. I'm going to clap that up. That's what's up. That's what's up. See, I like to hear things like that, man, because the things that I be hearing and seeing, man, I ain't gonna front. My heart breaks on a daily basis, man, when I see the things that I see on the bus and on the train, and yo, it's ugly. I don't know how it is with where y'all at and what cities y'all at, but in New York, it's ugly. Woo, it's ugly. It's ugly. And that's why I always tell anybody that's out there, if you got something right now, I don't care how ugly it is between y'all, how pretty it is, hold on to it, because it can always be healed. But once you sever a tie, it's cut. Even if you sew it back together, it ain't gonna be the same. So keep what you got, work with it, and build it back up, man. Small blocks build big houses, fam. That's all I'm trying to say, man. And with that inspiration, with that sister, man, when she's on her right square, man, and inspired to stay there, if not build a bigger square for herself, man, I'm telling you. Because we did it before. We've done this shit before. We just took a little couple 100-year nap. Wake your asses up. Because we can do this, man. Barbara Garvey said, man, what man is done, man can do it again, man. The question is, do you want to do it again? I know I want to personally. I know what it's going to take.
Yeah.
I know what it takes. You, by way of this conversation that we having, you know what it takes. Y'all in the chat room, y'all know what it takes. But it's up to us to pass that energy on to those who are like-minded. Not everybody, because you're going to burn out. Give it to the ones that you know you can work with.
I spent a lot of time trying to pull everybody in.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody black needed to come on. But I realize now that that's not even logical.
No, it's not.
It's not logical and it's not reality.
No, it's not.
Everybody wants it. So now I've kind of shied away from that feeling. It was kind of heartbreaking because I have this savior. I want to save everybody mentality. Mm-hmm. And I can't save everybody.
Don't feel bad because we were all there. We were all there. But once reality smacked us in the face, it was like, you know what? Wait a minute. Time out. Pause. Let me do the homework. Because at the end of the day, hell, all the ones that we like to big up, all the greats that we big up and everything, whatever, they wasn't even trying to get with everybody.
Yeah.
Garvey said it himself. I'm not taking everybody back to Africa. And of course, he was talking mentally as well as physically. And he said, you got some Negroes that ain't doing shit and is worthless over here, and they're going to do the same thing when they get over there, physically as well as mentally. He said these things. Barbara Garvey said these words. Not those words, but literally. But nonetheless, he put that notion out there. If you want some bullshit over here, stay where you at.
Yeah.
We gotta have that same vibe. Dealing with our grassroots activity, dealing with healing our relationships, and the whole nine. Stop running and jumping into situations and aim for a relationship. But the only way you can aim for a relationship is starting with yourself. Like I always say, pre-qualify, qualify, execute. That's all I'm trying to say, man. That's all I'm trying to say, man. That's all I'm trying to say. Family, I see the number. Call on in. Don't let this this whole conversation rest on the sister's shoulders. She holding it. Big up to you, sis. But goddamn, call in, family.
All right. Thank you.
No doubt, sister. Thank you for your call, man. Peace.
All right. Thank you.
Y'all see that? Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all heard you pretty much heard and felt the vibration that she was putting out there. All because she was inspired. She's dealing with a brother right now that's holding it down for her, providing, securing her, making sure she's on point mentally, physically, spiritually, etc. She just said dealing with this brother on the level that he is on, reinstalled her faith in the black man again. Hot damn, that's like the best news I've heard in like a month, outside of my own personal things. But dealing with this climate that we dealing in right now, that's some ill-ass news right there. That brother, that one brother, got to that one sister. Now imagine if we multiply that, just like Sister Henrietta Lax's cells. Imagine we multiply that type of vibration. Now granted, her cells that was multiplying, whatever, for the better nonetheless, were cancerous. Now just imagine if we multiply the black love cell, man. God damn. Damn. Now watch this. Just how dealing with Sister Lax, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, whatever, but eventually over time, that cell, that cancerous gene or whatever, it did eventually overtake her body. It spread it out throughout her body, whatever, right? So, of course, she died on, she transitioned on. But think about this. Her body, right? Follow the metaphor. She represents the black body politic. All of us right there, right? That cell that she had, granted, right? We're going to take it from a cancerous cell. We're going to turn that into the black love cell. Imagine it going from one small spot, and it just keeps going and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing all throughout the body. You just healed the black family body all over again, family. Just like that. Off of inspiration as well as imagination, family. God damn. You can't tell me that ain't powerful, man. So granted, I'm using the black woman as a metaphor, but I'm relating that to the entire black body politic, family. That's us. Because at the end of the day, we all come from that black woman. So you might want to heal her, because by healing her, you healing us all, fam. You healing the whole body by healing her, man. Again, everybody wants to talk nationhood. Well, guess what? When you heal the woman, you heal the hood. You heal the nation. That's how it goes. Like I said, big ups to that sister that just called in, man. I love that, man. That conversation was ill. So what we're going to do, man, we're going to take another quick little break real quick. And with that being said, I got to run a tune specifically for the sisters. Watch this, how this goes down. This is my joint. This is my joint right here. Coming out of Africa, straight from Ghana. Here we go. Just listen to this effect. It's funny. That's my shit.
The demon will not leave you. You see, madam, in the realms of the spirit, I see that.
This is coming from Ghana.
You don't understand.
Sister Aziza, Black Magic Woman. What up?
We need to pray for you from the head to your toe. There's a transfer, release of.
Don't touch me, please.
We are men of God.
I'm going to come back to this song, because this song's funny. R&M RBG TV, what up?
How you doing, my king?
Peace, peace, peace.
This is Kimberly Santana from the True Royal Family.
True Royal Family, Sister Santana, what's going down? Talk to me. What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
I just finished washing 3 cats, so I'm wore out.
What's on your mind? Talk to me.
Oh, I'm always inspired by Black Earth. Things. She inspires me. She don't even realize that.
That's what's up.
But I just want to share my story, I've been married 18 years,
Peace.
and we've been through many battles. As far as the biggest battles we've been through, is me and my husband collectively have experienced 11 family members passing within 10 years.
Sorry to hear that.
And we hold each other up. It's like you go. I have a damn good marriage, but
That's what's up.
I don't know how I would have got through my marriage dealing with the loss of both of my parents, and they died fairly young.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I wasn't well for about 7 years. I live in chronic pain. I got hurt at work pretty bad, and how he took care of me.
Right.
Everybody likes the part where you get married and everything, but
it's real work involved. Oh yes, I know for a fact that shit is real.
it's real. But when you bending over the toilet puking,
Oh yes, like I said, I know this shit is real. It ain't no joke, boy. It ain't what they show in the movies, man. But at the end of the day, if you on that level and you inspired to do it, you will do it. You'll be there. You'll be there.
yeah, those moments seem to stand out more than anything
Yeah.
when you're at your lowest.
Yeah.
And that person is there, and also something that I noticed, that I observed when I was really, really young, was that I noticed that black women didn't want to display, even though she would be in a relationship, if her girlfriends are around, I'm not saying all, wouldn't want to display, like maybe getting him a drink of water or fixing his plate in front of her friends. She want to have this different persona where, I'm tough, I'm hard, and all this type of stuff like that. And then it's just like you're showing one face in front of the world, and then behind the closed doors you're showing something else. Display your black love.
Right.
Show your respect for that.
Right.
Talk respectful. And one thing that I wanted to add is we know how to have disagreements without assassinating each other's character.
Beautiful.
Before we even got married, we had collectively said, he said, I'm not going to put up with your shit. And I said, I'm not going to put up with yours. I said, you know what, I think this will work. And
You set terms. That's a good thing. You set a term.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
And this the part gonna blow you back. I'm wife number 4. He's husband number 2. So we both wanted, we really wanted to be with someone. He just kept trying and trying.
With the trial and error. Right.
Yeah, trial and error and everything. And this man married me with 4 children, and it's working. It's actually working. Black love is truly real.
It is.
And we have to, I'm trying to emphasize something, we have to show when we out and about in the world full respect for each other.
Yes.
Some people look at black folks like aliens,
Yeah.
like we don't get along or anything. Like black love is actually real. There are black men at home heading their households and everything. They want to paint another different picture.
Yeah.
There's a lot of black men out here. And I didn't have my highs and lows in other relationships, too. And what I did was, whatever issues I had with that individual black man, that's the issues I had. Not all these gender wars and stuff that
It stayed there. See, that's what's up.
Yeah.
See, that's a lesson that needs to be passed on to this era of sisters right now, because you got sisters mad at somebody from, I'm just giving a roundabout metaphor, from like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But you dealing with somebody today. I ain't got nothing to do with what the hell happened 20 years ago. Damn it. Don't know. That's what we dealing with, though. That's why I always say, man, for those that's dealing with it right now, dealing with something, dealing with a relationship, whatever, and I know it may be a little rocky, you better stay where you at, because I'm trying to tell you, you think you're going to go outside and get something prettier, you going to hurt yourself real bad.
You sure is. And this is what my oldest son is 26, and this is what I told him. I said, as you start getting into multiple relationships, that person, before you get with that person, is having experiences with that person, and then the next person, and the next person, and the next person, and that's more and more and more baggage.
Yeah, man.
If you have somebody dual to work with, it's like y'all growing together. But then you got to figure out this new person's baggage.
Yep.
So, did they have 10 bags hanging off of them?
That's too much, man. Listen, you're one person with one mind. You ain't got time nor the energy to be doing all of this trying to figure shit out with 100 million people. You're going to go crazy. And eventually it's going to come the same old famous rhetoric. These Negroes ain't shit. These sisters ain't shit. I don't feel like saying what I want to say today, but y'all get my link. You get what I'm trying to tell you. That's exactly what comes after next. Eventually you're going to get burnt out, and that's what's going to happen. Everybody ain't shit. Mind you, only dealt with 3 people.
Yeah, and you got to look at self too as well and see.
But that's the thing, though. Nobody wants to take that accountability check. Nobody wants to say what it was about me that attracted this vibe.
Yeah. So, that's all I have to say.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up, sis. I appreciate your comments, man. Real talk. You already know what it is. You see when we live, you got something on your brain, call on in. This is what we do.
All right, appreciate you.
Hey, sister. I'm gonna call my brother Andy right quick because he said he wanted me. He got something he got to talk in real quick. So let me call the Ayaman real fast. Let me call the Ayaman. What's his boy number? Let's see what he got to say. Andy, get off the phone. But anyway, yo, what we gonna do is we're gonna take a quick little break. I'm gonna try to get in contact with my brother real quick. So y'all just stay tuned, rock out to the dubs and all that good stuff, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Here we go. Like I said, did I say I wanted to play something for y'all? I did. Here we go. We talking about the sisters, right? The immortal life of the black woman. Well, I'm gonna call this one Black Magic Woman right here. Hear the tune.
Submit to me, tell me your evil deeds.
Handle your business, DJ Gambler. Do what you gotta do, bro.
I blow the dragon's breath on your face. I'm the black magic woman. I see through your vision. All of my darkness in your light, dreaming of aliens from the sky. Fucking and probing my ancient mind, discovering fuck with the magic design. All of my darkness in your light, dreaming of aliens from the sky. Fucking and probing my ancient mind, discovering fuck with the magic design.
Andy I. Talk to me, brother. What's up? Talk to me, brother. What's on the brain, man? What's got to say, brother?
I had to add on. Okay, so you already know me and the Empress now. When I met my Empress family, she already had 2 kids. Right, 2, right?
And I love all of my nieces and nephews over there. Big up to them.
Right. Now, in no way, shape, or form did I feel any resentment, did I feel any kind of way, because at the same time, it's all who you attract. You know, we came from a background that was like, you know, it didn't matter who you was with. Once you was a family, you had somebody in the family who wasn't really your uncle, but you would call them Uncle Tim, or you have Auntie Sharon or such and such.
It was a vibe, right?
Same aspect here, you understand? And the beauty of it was, you know, I came in with 2, but then we added 4 more together.
Right.
You know, so we fixing the sticks right now.
That's right.
You know, and we went through our issues and situations, but at the end of it all, it never made us feel like we wanted to run away or separate. That's the one thing I wanted to say.
That's what's up.
Out of all the attitudes and the arguing and stuff like that, not 1 minute did a thought come to our mind and say, well, you know what, I need to leave. And
I know exactly what you mean, bro.
You know why? Let me tell you why. Because when you are in a relationship, when you are in a family, the first thing you think, it's not about me.
Say that. Wait. Don't go any further. Say that one more time, bro, because I think people need to hear that again. Say that again.
I said, when you are in a relationship and when you are in a family, it is not about me.
Check.
First of all, when you're in a relationship, let's just deal with that first. When it's man and woman, there is no me and you. It's We share this here, you know.
That's right.
It's not my bread or your bread. It's our bread.
That's right.
So when y'all go to bed, who bed is it? Is it our bed or is it your bed or her bed?
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
Everything is one. Y'all come together as a oneness. When you lay down and you have sex with that woman and you have sex with that man, that is a oneness. Both spirits are together now. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
So now, when the family come into play, when you have children now that oneness is shared. So now the whole family, there's still no separation. The children are also a part of that one.
Those are those cells multiplying right there, brother. Those are the cells. Those are the cells. You dig?
You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
You are together. It's not about you. It's not about her. It's about both.
That's right.
And remember that. That thought that you ever sitting with your queen and you was thinking something and she said what you was thinking?
Bro, this is like all the time. All the time. I'm talking like she could be totally quiet. I'm over here quiet thinking about something totally different. We see something at a quick little glance and we're saying the same thing letter for letter all the way through, bro. That's what you call a oneness, man.
Y'all are in sync.
That's right.
Y'all are in sync now. She intercepted the thought.
That's right.
By intercepting the thought, she just said what you was thinking.
That's right.
Now, both of the atoms are shared. I mean, y'all get the idea. You know I will never stay too long or long-winded. I just had to make that point.
Come on, family. Y'all see what it is, man. That's my brother, yo. That's my big brother, yo. Andy, big up yourself, yo.
Peace.
Trini, big up yourself, Trini. Yo, my respect.
Queen.
Respect. Yo. Y'all get it, man? This shit ain't hard, yo. It ain't hard, man. Just hold up, meds, man. Hold up, man. Hold up, meds.
And the poor man cries on me.
It's not hard, man. It's not hard, man. Let's see if we can get one more call in here before we get up out of here, family. Let's see. At the end of the day, family, everything that we wish to see, everything we want to see, all these complaints that we want to have cleaned up, etc., 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 those are the cells multiplied. Those are the cells multiplying and taking over the body to sustain the body. The more drama we add to one another, the more selfish we are from each other, the more we neglect one another, the more we shit on one another. Those are the cancerous cells. Now, unlike Henrietta Lacks, those cancerous cells that we have in our body, they ain't gonna do nobody good. You ain't gonna get no vaccine out of that. You ain't gonna get no whatever, nothing. Nothing good is gonna come out of that cancerous cell. It's gonna be a straight self-implosion, and when you implode, you die from within. If we're gonna go out, let's go out honorably. If I'm gonna go out, I wanna go out with my queen. I want to go out with my queen knowing I did everything as a goddamn man. If she got to go out or whatever the case may be, so be it. And the same thing. She going to go out as a goddamn woman standing on her square. But at the end of the day, we're going to do it together. We're going to do it inspired. We're going to do it with good, somebody said face value. No, not taking everything on face value. We're going to have a good value system in doing it. Shout out to Black Earth. What I put into her, she's going to give back to me. What she puts into me, I'm going to give back to her. It's just that simple, man. So again, do you want a self-sustaining, self-multiplying cell that's going to heal the body? Sustain the body so the body can go on? Or do you want a cancerous cell that's going to be different from Mother Lacks, but that cancerous cell that we have now will be one of implosion, one of self-destruction? Is that the cell you want? Gut check, man. Oh man, like I said, I'm gonna take one more last break before we go, man, because this is a good conversation. I love it. Y'all are on point. Like I said, I encourage everybody out there. If you haven't seen the tune, the movie. Watch the movie. Watch the movie. But nonetheless, this is what it's all about. In order for us to get what we're looking for, this is what it's all about. Pressure bust pipe. Step forward. Talk to them. Yo.
If you should ever ask the question, what's the meaning of love?
Yikes.
It's a natural essence that created all of us.
That's right.
Hey. Love is nothing to take for granted or put aside to rust.
Nope.
I'm gonna make good use of it now because the time ain't enough. Show love, let me teach you.
It ain't hard.
Show love, love is how I treat you. Show love, let me teach you. Show love, love is how I treat you. There's a problem in the world now. Everyone for themselves.
See, that's a big problem.
But if they were to drown, they would catch even a straw for some help. Hey, yeah. It's so good to be alive, but it's better when you leave. Cause your future depends on the little things that you give. Show love.
Rhythm. Bruh, you got a job to do. I keep telling you all the time, man. You gotta make sure that woman felt it, man. Make sure she feels what you're bringing.
Big up to the
Make sure
friends,
she's
the
protected.
and the enemies
So she can
forever.
protect
Keep
you.
up with that Craig Dennis in my memories. Think me no remember, no for them come with the agenda. Said them got you still them chat, you tell me no what kind of friend.
Miss that.
No for them did not know them a pop down and a reminisce. True we gonna lead, know them a pray, we as them nemesis. Lyrics to the beats, we have the streets, we have the leverage. Them try to give with prize and split for alcoholic beverage. Hater them, they not nothing for do, them have a turn. The case aboard them every day, them right to fuck up on them pour them out. Gina this, Steven that, want to see we slow down a chat about a thing, but tell them we're not afraid and no one talk. Bad man, them a try stop we close.
Don't bad mind each other.
Never know half of the story.
Big up each other.
Them a fight who we still no war because them never know who protected.
Like I said, you protect us, you protect you, man. That's how it goes.
Them never know half of the story. Them a fight who we still no war because them never know who protected.
Let him pull up. All right, we're going to get up out of here, man. We're going to close this out right here. Long story short, bruhs, you know what you got to do. Sisters, you know what you got to do. Tune into your fullness as a woman so he can identify who you are, what you are, so he knows how to shape his ass up and give you what you need so you can sustain the whole body like you have been, but for the good. You've been doing a great job. You've done a good job. We've had some hiccups here and there along the road, but nothing. Thank you. RNMRBG TV, what up?
What's up, man?
What it do?
Yeah, I would have got more sooner, but I had to go on the phone call. But anyway.
Nah, you doing your thing, it's all good, bro.
Yeah, I know. All things now, we need to start pulling up the black woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's. It's been what year did Malcolm said that she's been disrespected?
Man, shit, that was 60 what? 60 what?
Yeah, right. So and it's still going on.
Yeah.
You know, and I see as far as I see it, is you got to pull her up as be on equal footing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in putting her in the background, and it's okay to be the leader, but as far as like I'm doing everything, I'm in charge.
Watch this though. Here with that whole leader thing, because people they hear that word and go crazy. They lose focus with that word. Watch this. You're a leader in your lane as the man. She's a leader in her lane as the woman. Y'all have different roles, but to sustain the same goal. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't want to get into each other's lanes. So let her lead in her direction, in her format or whatever, her MOS. You lead in your MOS or whatever. Y'all still winning the battle.
Correct. You know, so you got to have the black woman. You got to have her in the right state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Because without that, there'll be no legacy. You know what I'm saying? You can't have the next generation.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So,
that's right.
Yeah. So like the other sister was saying, I heard a little bit of what she was talking about, the way she embodies her name.
Henrietta Lacks.
Huh?
Oh, you talking about the sister that called in?
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I basically like took on this name, and that's what I'm starting to see. That's what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's about Well, I'm not going to go through.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that whole I took on this name thing real quick because I had an idea I was going to do in a whole nother episode, but I'm gonna just merge something in real quick because it actually fits what I got to say. So I'm gonna do this real briefly. These names and these titles that we take on, right? Again, like I said in the last episode, these are pretty much personas that we create for ourselves, mainly online. But at the end of the day, these words, these names, they carry meaning, they carry purpose, they carry power nonetheless. Are we walking in that light, or are we just doing it just for likes, comments, and shares? Because at the end of the day, for example, if you're gonna take the name of my aunt or unc or something like that, or even like black power or something. Like, for example, my name translates in the Swahili language, strength and blackness or whatever. In Google Nayusi, that's strength and blackness, or black power for sure, whatever. If you're not walking, or at least thinking in these types of mind states, whatever, in this walk, or whatever, you're going to hurt yourself and everybody around you because you're putting out a false energy, man. People can't recognize that shit. Well, they can recognize it, but they're going to recognize it, stay away from it. Or they're going to recognize that you're going to get the wrong attention that you said you wasn't looking for, but you get the right attention because that's the right energy that your attention, that your energy dragged in. You got to check that shit, man.
Yeah,
we got to check that shit.
I noticed that too.
Real talk. We got all these damn names, man, but we're not walking in them. We're not living up to that stuff. We're not.
Right.
We got to admit that. First and foremost, you have to admit that, man. Just like any other sickness or whatever. In order for you to get healed, you got to get diagnosed. Like Brother Andy said last episode, diagnose your damn self. Look at what's going wrong in your world that you wish to go right. Self-diagnose.
Yeah, so why do we name, I mean,
They sound good.
But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's part of the trend right now.
Yeah. And then, but I noticed too that even if you do change your name sometimes, you're still that same person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're still that same person that you were.
You know what we call that in the hood? Fronting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's the white man's name, so I got to get rid of it, so, and then you're still acting the same. You're still not changing anything about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your health, your daily health.
Right.
That's a big. Your health is a big part of you moving in life.
Which is true.
Because if your health is down, how can you help your family?
That's true.
Just sitting there. You're just sitting,
And health comes on all different types of levels, family. Don't think it's just fruits and vegetables and all. No, you got mental health. You got physical health, of course. You got spiritual health, financial health.
But and you know what? But those, you also have to have the people that surround you too.
Yep.
You have to have friends that at least tell you at least something.
Yep.
Like some direction on how to take care of yourself.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Being around people that just see you crumbling and don't say nothing.
Exactly. If you got folks around you or whatever, and they encourage you to do more and more self-destructive stuff or whatever, you already know that's not your homies. They just people that you just kick it with or whatever. You feel me? Those are not your homies. Your homies are going to encourage you. They're going to want to push you forward. They're going to want to see you go, bigger and better than what you're doing. And if you can't realize, you know what I'm saying? Like Trini just said, change your circle, man. Don't be afraid to change your circle. It's okay. Sometimes you got to cut a tie off. Sometimes you got to cut a tie. And not for nothing, we talking Sister Lax, right? Now, granted, this wasn't her situation as far as dealing with amputation level, but just follow my metaphor. Sometimes some part of the body just cannot be salvaged. Again, we talk about this nationhood thing, whatever. We ain't going to be able to save everybody. Some folks are going to have to be casualties. Some folks are going to have to be amputees, if you will. We're going to have to be walking around with a limb missing, or a limb here and there, whatever the case may be. Because that's part of that limb right there is going to infect the rest of the body to do bullshit. So we're going to have to cut that off. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Same thing.
Man, I don't know where you be getting those pictures. I mean, I know it's all over online, but man, I went to your Instagram and I saw that dude that you threw up. I said, "Oh God, here we go." Destruction, man. Destruction.
Prime example of self-destruction, bro. Prime example. Now you saw what he said. You read what he said. He even said that about his own mother, his own daughter.
Yeah, grandmother. I'm like, wow, really? And so that's how.
if they're thinking, that's what I'm saying, man. There's these people that come in, with the gender war type of crap. This is the white male domination. This is what they wanted, you know.
Listen, whether they on the payroll or not, COINTELPRO still exists, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of their biggest things was to keep the black man and woman separate. That was pretty much priority number one. Because they know with us separate, any and everything, like I keep saying over and over and over again, will not happen.
Right. But you know what? The percentage of black women and black men together, it's high from what I've seen. But
It's a high number in pockets.
But yeah, that's what I'm getting at. It's like, but even if you are together, you still have those going back and forth. You know, fighting over this thing, fighting over that thing, fighting over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the smallest stuff.
I know exactly what you mean, bro.
You know, they come home and they just mad.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a lot of healing, man. We need a lot of healing, man. It's sad.
We just got to be consistent, man. Like I always say, it takes one initial generation to get the thing started, the second generation to keep it going, the third generation to keep going after the second. And like once you got 3 generations with consistency, man, you got something to work with. You can roll from that. All you got to do is just push the ball downhill. It'll catch up speed on its own.
Yep.
We just at the look. We at the top of the damn hill playing taps. Throw the damn ball down the damn hill so it can roll. Shit.
Oh God.
Oh
man,
shit.
Yeah, you gotta protect that next line that comes. You know what I'm saying? The regeneration. You know what I'm saying?
Got to, man. You got to, man. And not for nothing, the generation next in line or whatever, they're only gonna respond or react or whatever word you want to use or whatever, or act out based on what they seen the mama and daddy doing, man. That's how it goes down, man. We are supposed to be that example for them. So if we talk about, I want to see my babies go far and do this, that, and the third, but your example is total shit,
Yeah, right.
it's going to reflect in your child. Best believe.
Yes, exactly, man. So I suggest that everyone go out and find, if you're not with someone, find the right mate that's comfortable for you, not comfortable for your family alone, even though you are going to be married to family, but you know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
That's it, you know? So, and if you're with someone, like you say, you might want to keep that
You
one.
might want to work that out.
Sure.
Right. Mess around and get you some something that had an operation out here or some shit. You don't want that.
Yeah, right.
You don't want that. But yeah, man. You already know, Haru. I look forward to your calls, man. Real talk. I can always count on you to call in, man. Real talk.
Yeah, man. We gotta get your stuff going out. You know, with the real stuff, people don't need to follow, man.
Yeah, it's not entertaining. I'm not giving any drama. I'm not, putting debates out and disrespecting that. I'm not arguing and screaming back and forth and but that's just not my lane. I'm actually trying to figure some shit out. Like
Yeah. I enjoy it. You learn something from everybody.
Yeah, you do. You do.
So
don't get me wrong, shit. I used to go to I used to do all of that. I used to put it this way. I had my levels and thing. I went through the ranks, if you will. I had my angry stage. I had my denial stage. I had my event junkie stage, if you will. I had my lecture circuit stage. All of that. Been there, done that. But at the end of the day, now it's time to get real. And that was years ago. That was a couple years ago. Like, so now my whole focus from years on up has been real shit.
I mean, this is like not necessarily the news way I see it. What we're doing is like a 60 minutes type of thing. You know what I'm saying? We can. I don't know.
No, I get where you coming from. I just like picking y'all brain, man. And y'all even hit me with y'all questions and stuff. Like that's how you figure things out. You got to pick each other's brain. Don't be afraid to communicate.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of you know what I'm saying. But as you know, some people. But the way I see it, it's like this is the new medium. It's we might as well take it and use it while it's here, man.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you see them trying to come down. So, it's time for us to
take the resources that you got around you and use that shit, man.
Yeah. And you connecting with somebody from you all the way I'm in Ohio, you all the way New York?
Yeah, I'm in New York. I've talked to family in Japan, Paris. I'm talking about places I didn't know black folks was even at.
Right. Yeah. So we might as well use it, man.
Yeah.
It's powerful, man. So.
Nah, I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Real talk, because not for nothing, we talking about inspiration. Y'all inspire me still. Y'all inspire me to keep doing this stuff. So big up to that.
I at least would like to see one a week, man. You know what I'm saying? At first, I thought you weren't gonna come on. I was like, man.
Now it's you know what I mean, man. My brain is weird. I get stuff at the middle of the night sometime. Here, there, places where I can't even get to, you know what I'm saying, speak my mind, whatever. I get ideas at weird times, bro. So you never know where you're gonna see me. You never know when I'm gonna come on. Just be ready.
I'm gonna be honest. I was like, man, I'm about to text him to see when he's gonna come. Because I be liking these conversations. I mean,
but that's what's up, though. I appreciate that. That really means a lot.
There's only a few people that I know here. I mean, there's people that what's the word, conscious or whatever, or aware of stuff. But it's like, how many people do you really know, man? All the people thinking or tied up with daily life stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right, man. I'll let you go.
All right, bet. Cool, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. You already know what it is. Next time, you already know where you at, bro.
All right, peace.
Peace. I try to go every Saturday when I can, Dre, when it's possible. But like I said, you never know. Just you gotta, when I'm on, just be ready, because this is gonna go down. I think Andy said, yeah, my brother said he got one more thing. Let me call the guy one more time. Let me call him one more again. Pull up. Till I get him on the phone. I appreciate y'all for walking me the way I walk with y'all, man. Word up. Hold on. All right, Andy, you back on. What up?
Yeah, I gotta say something. I agree. Communication is key, but hold on.
All right.
How many times have we been running our mouth with the same thing? We've been communicating all day. We communicate every single day. The only thing is we ain't getting no feedback.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
We communicate every day. We may not verbally say anything to each other, but we head nods.
Right.
Hey, you got the time. We communicate every single
Right.
We just don't listen.
Right.
We don't listen to each other.
Well, it also depends on what type of communication you sending, too.
Right. We talk over each other. We ignore the other person's progress. We don't even consider their ideas. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So we communicate. No one's listening.
Right. Because not for nothing, when you listen, you can hear what the issue is. We really, we know what issues are. We just don't know what they are because we ain't heard it.
Exactly.
Like, I know something wrong. I know something wrong. I just don't know what the hell it is. Because I didn't hear you.
Check this, family. Remember back in school, this is what we need to go back to. Remember back in grade school, there was the hearing test and there was the listening test.
Yeah.
Does anybody know why that was?
Yeah.
What did the teacher say? Listening is an art.
Mm-hmm.
You could hear all day.
That's right.
Somebody probably just hearing me on the phone now. But if you listen, then you'll grasp and you'll understand what I've been trying to tell you the whole time.
Check.
So what we doing is we just hearing.
Check.
Well, you heard what he said. You heard what she said. Well, we need to. Did you listen?
Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna take it on a whole nother level, because that's dealing with society on at large. I'm gonna take it on a whole nother level. Watch this, brother and sister. When you have your conversations with each other, right, in the house or wherever y'all at, whatever. Hopefully y'all actually have time set aside where y'all actually talk to one another. and not always when something's bad. But let's just go with for the negative example for the conversation. Let's say something is wrong. When you talk to one another, don't talk to one another. Speak, not to one another, but don't talk over one another. Don't talk down on somebody. Genuinely speak to that person. Speak in a tone that's respectable. Speak in a tone that you want to have coming back to you, because the minute you start raising your voice, getting loud, that shit's gonna come right back to you. Now you're gonna have a level contest to see who can get louder. Meanwhile, when you raising your voice, your throat getting all dry and scratchy, getting cracky, your voice is getting, you know what I'm saying, your words are getting slurred. You ain't understanding shit. Now, you think you're saying something because you're loud, you're belligerent, but you haven't said a word. Nothing is clear, nothing is concrete, nothing is comprehensible. So again, bring it down, be respectable in your presentation. The same energy you want to receive, give that out. When that person is, when the one person is speaking, like you said, listen to what's being said. Genuinely listen. Hell, if you have to, stop that person, ask a question. Hold on, repeat what you said, say that again so I can get that. Seek clarity, because without clarity, you'll have confusion.
Exact. This was just a prime example of what I was saying. You were speaking, I listened. It's not that hard. It's not that complicated.
Real shit.
Now, I fully understand what you were saying. I grasp the message. You know, and this is just an example. But there's other forms of listening.
Yeah.
You don't even have to speak to listen. Body language, movement, sound. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Different forms of listening. But like I said again, we've been communicating. Nobody was listening.
That's right.
Nobody was listening. And usually we say the same things every day. We complain about the same issues every day. We just never stop to look at the other brother or the other sister and say, hey, you're going through the same thing that I am.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we knock this shit off?
Mm-hmm. It's always a me versus you. It's always my situation is worse or better than yours, or I got my own thing. No, nigga, we all got the same stuff. Forgive me.
I'm out with that, brother.
Andy, you already know what it is, bro.
Yeah, I already know. Peace, family.
Peace. Family, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. You heard it. You got it. It's good. Like I said, today's discussion was called The Immortal Life of the Black Woman. You inspire her. You inspire everybody. I ain't talking about everybody. I'm talking about the right ones to get the job done. So with that being said, family, I appreciate you for walking with me the way I walk with you. You know how we do. It's your brother Nguvo. Now you see R&M. You've been watching R&M GTV, fam. You already know we do keep it G. Raw and cut common sense for the common people, dealing with common issues, trying to seek some common solutions. And of course, like I always say, and I'll never stop saying it, what I'm bringing to the table, hopefully folks will listen to the call, is black love, because you already know, family, that black love is the cure for the black nation, so let's get it. With that being said, man, keep it tuned in and lock to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. That's where we at, R&M GTV, man. So with that being said, you already know, man. Black integrity. Let's make it happen.